moment here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Game number 3 is starting right now. The map is going to be MLG's Neo Planet S.
Well, as soon as Hyun actually gets back into StarCraft, both players are in the game. He's actually browsing right now, but we'll get started here in just a moment. Again, thank you for your patience as we are tied in the grand finals, 1 game apiece. Polt taking game number 1, and then Hyun getting that opportunity to really think about how that game went down. Looks like we are ready.
All right, Neo Planet S is going to be very, very, very tense for the Terran player in the early game, and very, very, very tense for the Zerg player in the late game. Early on, can that Terran player hold off the all-ins? Later on, can the Zerg hold off all those drops? Polt is desperately trying to get to the late game. As we saw, he can barely win there, but in the early game of last match, he got shut down swiftly.
And here we get the fly-by of Neo Planet S. No Zelnaga Towers. Can be an interesting battle for the 3rd as well. And we are going live. Let's introduce our players in the southwest position as the blue Terran from CM Storm. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Polt! Not bad.
My God, I'm worried some people were stabbed to death in the audience during that. Those are some amazing screams. Up in the top right corner, the man known to get equally as dramatic cheers. Guys, from Team Quantic, currently tied 1-1 with Polt, it is Hyun!
Regardless of who wins, Sean, these two are both going to take it the distance and give us some fantastic games. We've already saw that great game number 1, and Hyun saying, I need to win a game. I need a map. I cannot let Polt get too ahead. That early aggression was just too much. You know, one other thing we didn't mention is that there was that one chance to get those 2 depots up, and the moment that first Zergling set foot on it, the tanks, they were going to be very vulnerable, and that wall was broken. But Neo Planet S, whole new chapter here. So we have the hatchery going down for Hyun.
Kind of an unusually conservative play that we're seeing out of Polt to barracks and no gas. Normally this means that he'll be going for a gas on around 15, 16, so he can still get his Hellions up. But we don't even see that. This is a map where every now and again Terran players won't go Hellions. I mean, it's kind of typical to always get it, but on this map, it's small enough that Marines can manage the space pretty well. So it looks like, wow, this is so old school. He's going 1 barracks command center. Yeah,
I mean, I think that he does hope, obviously, that his opponent went hatchery first, which in most cases, that's going to happen, not pool then hatch. And it seems to be the case that we're in here for Hyun. SCB going to make its way in now to see the timings of both those things. Notices no gas, which was similar opener to what we saw from Hyun in game number 2.
This is especially a nice position to go for a very fast set of extra barracks and to try to apply a little pressure. I know I'm not going to be up against speedlings. I can't possibly be surrounded. There's 2 assimilators go down, or excuse me, 2 refineries go down, but even then it means that there's probably unlikely going to be any really amazing harass that can come out of it. Normally right now is when, you know, you get ready to build your factory and that sort of thing, and we see it's not even close to being started. So it could also be a very, very swift 3rd command center too.
Well, we will see as the refineries finish up. There's additional racks.
Oh,
I assume we're going to
there
see
they are.
One more. So it comes down.
Now there's a weird timing push that we just don't really see that much anymore, which is a combat shield timing push in this matchup, where you get some Marauders with combat shield, 3 barracks, 1 with reactor, 1 with tech lab, 1 with nothing, and then you just move out, catching the Zerg by surprise a little bit. But,
interesting.
Is he going to be going Marauder Hellion? That could also be very effective. I mean, no gas means that there's probably not going to be a lot of speed anything. No speed lings, no speed roaches. Only just now are we starting to see that factory get around halfway done? What is...
Yeah, he has not thrown down a single add-on yet. He's sitting at 150 gas. His factory is going to be completing here in just a moment. There, okay, the barracks just finished up, the one on the far west side of his base, and it's going to make a Marine.
He's just making Marines.
I don't know what he's going to do with that.
Is he going to go 2-port Banshee?
I mean, it has been...
Is
It's been a while since we've seen something like that, especially in tournament play. But we're going to see the starport go down immediately. A Widow Mine going to come out of that factory before it takes an add-on. Still sitting at about 200 gas.
I am baffled in this position. What is going to be happening? I mean, is he just going to be doing an aggressive Marine mine push? There's so many attacks that are going to become a lot more effective because there's just no gas, really, that Hyun's been able to spend. Starport's getting close to done. He might just do some sort of Marine...
mine medevac drop.
Push?
I don't.
Yeah.
And
and there looks like we see the Tech Lab add-on. So he's going to be going tanks out of that, maybe? I mean, this is just an absolutely wild play from Polt.
We are going to have that first medevac come out as the Tech Lab finishes up, and whether or not we see a unit come out of the factory, we will know. Third base is now getting hit by these Marines.
There's no lings.
There's absolutely nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. 7 drones on the way. I mean, this is definitely going to go down. The Overlord sees everything now, and yes, a tank is coming. So this could be a very aggressive push, especially if he takes out this third.
Oh my gosh, what is this wild play? And there the Queens arrive. They have enough for a transfuse. There's one transfuse. Transfuse 2's coming up.
Down.
Transfuse 2. Down a third transfuse. And 50, 20. And he gets it!
3 Marines left standing, but they will fall to the Queens and Broodlings that come out from that fallen hatchery. And look at the third, remade instantly, and here comes a single medevac. I've only got room for 1 mine. Taking it in, dropping it behind the natural, forcing some drones back. It's not gonna matter. He's gonna go ahead and just pick it up.
Wow.
Get out of there.
Very funky play coming up out of Polt. Look at this. Is actually going. I'm not sure what Polt is doing.
Another factory coming on. I mean,
he's getting 2 Tech Labs on his barracks, which would indicate that he's going to use them. But he has 3 barracks or 3 factories, which indicates that he's going to be using those too.
Yes. I don't know. Come on, as someone who just like watches games and analyzes what's going on, you've got to be excited that actually something's happening and you have no idea what that is.
I'm going to have an aneurysm. This is so crazy.
That'll make for a good game.
I mean, it looks like he's going to be doing a combo. Half mech, half bio. He's getting stim. He's still making Marines. He doesn't even have his 4th geyser down. I mean, in this position, if you're Hyun, you're just going to have to mass basic mass ground units. And I think
he's going all reactors on his factories now.
Okay,
this is the 50-50 right here.
I think he's just going literally split Marauder, Hellbat. Maybe he also has 2,000 in the bank.
I mean, once the armory finishes up, which is going to be very, very soon, I assume that's what we're going to be getting out of it. What are we going to have? Are we going to have 3 reactor factories? Oh my God.
But
oh my God.
What's brilliant about Hyun is that he's just going, all right, look, I have no idea what's going on. I've lost my expansion. I'm just going to expand, stay low tech, get drones, keep scouting. I mean, you're going to say things like, I haven't seen Stim. You're going to say things like, I've seen a Widow Mine drop. This would indicate that he can't attack me for a while, but there's 4 Hellbats being produced, 6 Hellbats being produced at a time.
I'll tell you what, Hellbats in huge numbers too, even with a small defending group of roaches, they don't care about roaches. They will actually just melt them completely. We have a drop here at the 3rd. The Marines coming in for mission number 2. Take out that 3rd base. This time there are Zerglings available, so he will have to lift at the cost of a single Marine.
How do you get a read out of this? Is Hyun, I mean, at this point in time, we've seen a couple of Marines go in there, kill the hatch, and they all died. And then, hey, here's 8 more Marines.
He's going, look at this composition. He's got the Marauders, a few Marines, the tanks, and then these Hellbats. And this is going to be real scary when he gets up. I mean, I think we can probably say this 4th that he is approaching is probably going to go. And another drop inside the main.
Drop inside the main, trying to find some utility, and it's going to whip back around to the 3rd. suddenly, if you are Hyun, you are saying, what is this push coming? Where did those units come from? The fourth is going to fall immediately. 56 Zerglings, not a strong choice against Hellbats, being produced 6 at a time.
No, but Banelings are. If you can get in on these on the Hellbats, like Banelings can be ridiculously effective, but it is going to be so hard to control here for Hyun, and he is getting closer and closer to the natural, getting within siege range of the Roach Warren as well.
God,
oh, he's going in!
There's the stim. The tanks take out a lot of the Banelings. Oh my God! Polt decimates the first round with one of the most creative strategies we have seen yet in this tournament. Crazy mix of units, the right mix of units, but oh no, the Banelings!
Oh, the Banelings do go in, and most of the Hellbats have fallen, but the tanks in the back really didn't get taken out, and there's some Hellbats being kept back by Polt to protect those tanks. This is a unbelievable attack coming out here by Polt.
The rally points of the Zerglings are on the other side of the Hellbats. They walk right past. All of them get ripped apart, but keep in mind, the drone count has not fallen. Only 6 workers have been killed thus far, and they've all been by Hyun. Hyun has not lost anything, but see you later, Banelings. The third is under a lot of pressure.
I mean, Sean, he's put 4 Hellbats at the choke here, so nothing can come to reinforce the third. He's got a huge army there at the third. The fourth is gone. The first Evo chamber has fallen. The second one has fallen. And with these medevacs sealing up as well, he is annihilating everything at the natural falls. Everything. The third is about to fall as well. The drones are going down. Supply is plummeted down to 75 for Hyun.
Hyun played a perfect modern mix, but it is nothing compared to this wild style coming out of Polt. Good game! Polt is 1 game away from his first American championship with, again, the wildest, craziest opening. So many add-ons, lifting, landing in his base, and a marvelous play on a tiny map designed to perfectly counter Hyun's timings.
Coming up on Day 9 Daily, 6:01, we look over Polt's crazy strategy that we saw at MLG.
And it's just me going, just look at it. How is this possible? Hellbats 6 at a time, Marauders 2 at a time, Medevacs 2 at a time.
And
after he got a few tanks.
What do you make? You know, you know that that's coming. You see it, and you have the mutas ready. Like I don't even know. Like it's insane. So.
That is the exact point to bring up. Polt knows how Hyun plays, knows that no mutas were coming, knows that that is a safe way to play.
Yep. So, ladies and gentlemen, Derelict Watcher is going to be the next map. Polt is up by 2, 1 more, and he earns himself a triple crown. The MLG Spring Championship, $10,000 and 750 WCS points, but Hyun, he's not out yet. He can tie it up and take it to a 5th and final game. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after a short commercial break with the conclusion of StarCraft 2 at the Spring Championship.